I am the one. Now let's get into this not cool guy nerd who's reviewing The Matrix. So we're reviewing The Matrix today, which stars Lawrence Fishburne and Keanu Reeves and what's her name that plays Trinity? I forgot. Sorry, person who's playing Trinity. If you someone watch this video, which 0 out of 10 show you're watching. Yeah, The Matrix. The Matrix is fucking awesome. The Matrix is one of the best action movies ever made, one of the best movies ever made, one of my favorite movies of all time. It's like so good. So let's talk about why The Matrix is a pivotal standpoint in movie history. So The Matrix started questions. It started questions. It like questioned reality. What could be real, what couldn't be real. It's pretty cool when you think about it. So let's talk about the characters. So obviously the main one, you got Neo or Mr. Anderson, which Agent Smith refers him to. Mr. Anderson. He legit calls him Mr. Anderson for most of the franchise until you get to Matrix Revolutions, which I will review. So yeah, Matrix Revolutions. Oh my god. So we're talking about the great movie here, The Matrix. So you got Neo, great character, Trinity, great character, Morpheus, played by Lawrence Fishburne. First time I saw this movie, I'm like, what kind of a freaking name is a Morpheus? But great character. And you got the main villain throughout the franchise, Agent Flippin' Smith, played by the late and great Hugo Weaving, who was a Red Skull in Captain America First Avenger. By the way, Captain America First Avenger got like a 4K Steelbook release. Oh god, can't believe. Oh. What am I doing? So Agent Smith has this like really cool thing. I don't think it started in this movie, but it started, I believe it started in Reloaded, where he just like sticks his, I get it. Text. He just like sticks your, his hand through you, and like oil covers your body, and you turn into a Smith. Pretty cool. But in this movie, he just like turns people into him. So at the end of the movie, in the end fight, Neo versus Agent Smith, they're about to pick up the phone that like sends them back into the real world. They're about to pick up the phone. Trinity does. She goes back. But they're in like a subway station, and there's this homeless guy on a couch, and like Matrix codes go over his face, and he becomes Agent Smith. It's pretty cool. So yeah, let's talk about the action in the flippin' movie. So you got the bank. Let's talk about the big one. Let's talk about the one that everyone loves, the bank shootout scene. This is one of the greatest action scenes of all time, and I will mention it in my Matrix Reloaded review. My god, of course, bad movie. So, scratch my head. So yeah, the bank shootout scene is flippin' amazing. The CG in the movie, we'll talk about that later. But there's just like everyone flipping around, Trinity, and Neo versus all these guards shooting guns everywhere, killing everybody, and it lasts for a solid minute and a half, but it's still fucking amazing. There's like and then there's also the one of the end fights. So, and then there's like the Neo versus Agent Smith fight, and I love the music. It goes boom, boom. It's really cool. And there's a bunch of like action and stuff. They're like hitting, doing kung fu. Blood is dripping from their mouths, and then Neo makes a run for it after he kills Agent Smith, but he comes back to life. So he's making a run for it, and he's getting chased by a lot of agents, not just Smiths. And he's getting chased, guns flying at him. And then you get the real final fight with Neo and Agent Smith. Then they're just going at it, and then Neo becomes the one. He legit can like it's really cool. He can just like hold up his hand. I have a Funko Pop of it. He can like hold up his hand. Ow! I hit a cord on my foot. So he holds up his hand, and when like people, well, at least when he's in the Matrix, when he goes into the Matrix and people like firing guns at him, just holds up his hand and the bullets completely stop. He can like hold them and throw them back at you. That never happens, so that'd be cool. So they all just drop, and then bam, 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 bam. Got some fight scenes. It's pretty awesome. And Neo does the whole. Love it. In like 45 minutes of this movie, Neo goes back to like his past, I think, with Morpheus, and they have like a big kung fu fight that lasts like 5 minutes. It's pretty cool. So there's that. But now let's talk about the CG. The CG in this movie is out of this world good. Legit. Like, you think the CG in this movie would be bad? It's fucking amazing. There's legit a CG scene in like the opening 3 minutes. 3 to 4 minutes. I'm doing a lot of talking. In like 3 or 4 minutes. Woo! Trinity is getting chased by all these Smiths. Well, agents, not just Smiths. A couple of Smiths. And she like jumps out of a window into another window, and she just goes like, woo! And like the camera turns over, and it's flipping awesome. It looks realistic. And then you get probably the most famous scene in the movie, or maybe the bullet time scene. Trinity and Neo are on the roof that they like killing other people in the bank shootout scene, and they're like shooting at people everywhere. And then one of the agents come and shooting at Neo, and he's just dodging all the bullets. The CG is amazing. It looks incredible. Sorry, I haven't drunk anything today. Yeah, I'm not good. So yeah, CG is awesome, and there's a scene in the movie that I love. So after the bullet time scene, the guy's out of bullets who's shooting at Neo, and he doesn't know, so he just pointed a gun at Neo, and Trinity comes behind him with the gun. And he says, "Dodge this!" Shoots the agent in the head. So amazing, beautiful. So yeah, that was the review of The Matrix. Had a really great time with this, and you're probably wondering, is there any flaws to the movie? No, there's actually. Well, some of the lines can be cheesy, like, I know Kung Fu, or, whoa, I am the one. He didn't say, but like, Morpheus jumps from a building to building, he goes, whoa, makes me laugh. So, I'm going to give The Matrix an A flippin' plus. Great movie. If you haven't seen, what are you doing with your life? You are not a person. And yeah, whoa, I am the one. Look forward to more reviews of The Matrix movies. Whoa!